And look, here comes Hailie Deegan, and they spin! We have a spin at the front of the pack!
Lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the...
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the video, and today we are going to be talking about a pretty big topic, almost the biggest topic of the weekend, and that is Hailie Deegan. She made a pretty aggressive move to win a race just, I think it was last Saturday, maybe last Sunday, I forget. It's definitely last Saturday. And, you know, a lot of people have been debating whether she should have, whether she shouldn't. You know, is she going to be like a Kyle Busch type driver? There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Make sure you like, hit the subscribe button. Let's get right into the video. Now we are going to go ahead and watch the video, so I want to put the video of the K&N Pro Series finish on the screen for you guys to watch, and then we will talk about it.
This car once again pulls off into the infield. The drivers are in turn 4. Watching for the green flag, and here we go on the restart. Hailie Deegan left the inside, and the 16 jumped into it. Reminds you of what happened in the dirt a little bit earlier this year. Your new leader at the white flag, the 16 Darren Kraus. And look, here comes Hailie Deegan, and they spin! We have a spin at the front of the pack. Now the two teammates spin. We have teammates spinning, we have the leader spinning, and a checkered flag.
Kind of recap what happened is Hailie Deegan started on the inside, and which I found kind of weird because she seemed to be able to hold the outside better, but she explained it in her social media, which we'll get into in a little bit. She explained it that she did not expect him, for whatever issue he had with his car, to take it 3 wide. I think that was really her main mistake there, and she did make a mistake. She should have stayed on the outside because that seemed to be the way to go. But she laid her bed, and you know he went 3 wide. He took the lead, and he didn't run. He basically missed the corner. Like, he ran her up so hard. It's like in NASCAR Heat 3 when you're trying to make a pass, and then you go to the inside, and the next thing you know, you're like in the car. I'm sorry, I just had that happen to me today, so I just wanted to point that out. And then it's like, oh no, you're running them into the wall. But yeah, I mean, you could probably fit another car in there. That's how far he ran her in the 6th car up the track. And then, you know, you go a couple corners, she finally gets away from the 6. Going into that final turn, she just hits it full send. Probably hits him a little bit more than she had intended to, and he spins out, pretty much ending his race. Hailie Deegan going to go on to win her 3rd career race, and there now controversy has gone everywhere. Yeah, I see it. I was on the fence at first, but you know, hearing some other people's opinions and stuff like that has, you know, not just Eric was one. There was some Twitter people I saw. Has really formed my opinion on this. And you know, why can't Hailie Deegan do it? And I'm not trying to say, oh, she's a girl, why can't she do it? No, I'm saying, like, why can't these young drivers show emotion? I mean, we've seen pretty much, I mean, I can go through a whole list. You know, Greg Biffle is the first one that comes to mind. Shout out to him winning the truck race. Kevin Harvick, Ricky Stenhouse, Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt, all have, Chase Elliott, all have, you know, had stuff happen to them in a race, and then after it reacted to it. So what does it make a difference that Hailie Deegan in the K&N Pro Series does similar things? I mean, I don't quite grasp why there are, I mean, and it's not everybody. It's really 50-50. There's one side that's on my side that thinks it's racing, and then there's another side that's really critical towards her, and I don't understand that other side that's critical towards her. I'm not really quite grasping what their motive is, but and I'm not going to get into this, you know, her being a girl thing. That might be part of it, but I think what she did was well within her rights. I mean, he completely missed the corner on her, and she just repaid him. I mean, yeah, I don't think her main intention was ruining his race and spinning out And I feel like if he had not missed the corner, even if he would have gone 3 wide, as long as he would have kept his distance, kept his line, maybe she wouldn't have done that, and she raced him the way he raced her, except he didn't spin out. But I don't see the problem in this. I mean, especially for a young driver, I think she's really shown more personality than other drivers like Eric Jones, Alex Bowman. Okay, Alex Bowman's got some personality. He's kind of funny, guys. But some of these guys who just kind of seem to be welcome mats and they just get stomped on all the time by these veteran drivers. She seems, even though Kraus isn't a veteran driver, obviously, but she seems to not be the one that's going to just bow down to somebody who pushes her out of the way. She's going to fight back, and I don't quite understand what the problem with that is. And more power to her. I mean, if I was in that situation, obviously I'm not a racer, but I definitely would have at least nudged him. I don't know if I would have full sended it, but I would have definitely given him a little tap, let him know. But every driver would have done that. I think if you put drivers like Kevin Harvick, Ricky Stenhouse, hot heads in that situation, I think you'll get probably about the same result, maybe even more than that. So I don't see what the problem is. You see stuff like this in racing, or I mean, it probably happens on a week in, week out basis, and dirt tracks, asphalt tracks around the country. And just because it's such a big spotlight with Hailie Deegan, we got 2 opposing sides here. So I don't see really that big of a problem with it, and I actually see it as more of a positive thing that Hailie Deegan has a backbone. There's one negative thing that I want to point out here, and is that after the race, she did go on social media and gave her side of the story. And I don't think that she shouldn't be able to. Kyle Busch says it all the time. But I feel like doing it on social media is not the way to do it. I think if you say it in an interview, and maybe at this point with the K&N Pro Series, not a lot of people are going to see that interview, so I would say maybe now here in the K&N Pro Series. But if she keeps on up in the trucks maybe it's still a little bit, but I think once she gets to the Xfinity Cup Series, assuming she makes it that far, I think that's when she's got to stop making the social media post about it, and she needs to bring it into the interview and bring it up to the drivers. I feel like drivers are not going to respect her if she just goes on social media and complains. I do remember it with that incident in the ARCA series, though. She did say much of the similar things in the interview, and then in her social media thing, she elaborated. Maybe you can do that. I wouldn't do a video, though. I would maybe elaborate in text. I don't know, but I just wanted to add in that she did go on social media for the second time that I can remember. Maybe there's been 3 or 4 times, but the second time I can remember her going on social media and elaborating, or saying, explaining her side of the story. And while I think that that's great, getting your side of the story out, I'm not sure that veteran drivers will very much respect that as she gets into the higher series. But yeah, that's really all I got. Make sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, comment down below what you guys' thoughts. Do you think Hailie Deegan's move was dirty? Do you think it was warranted? What are you guys' thoughts on that? And yeah, make sure to have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.